Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is September the 25th, 2019, and I'm trying to find a good place to put down this. Get these lights. I am live though, dudes. Isn't that awesome? Again, strong hand, long-term thinking. One Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. It is great to be live again. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Offended by selling. Conviction. All right, dudes. Check out the links below once this show isn't live. Since I was so shocked I can go live again. I didn't prepare the show, but if you watch this on repeat, if you're listening to this at sportsmeister.com, you click on the links. It's all below. This is I'm going to leave for Baltimore in a few hours. I don't know what time it is now. I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night preparing, but I am happy. And I just wanted again to reiterate, dudes, if you've got, we'll do Q&A today. There's time to do Q&A, so type in Bitcoin Meister. And I really can't stand this light. I'm not a fancy sets and graphics type of dude, but the lights in here, it's ridiculous. This is the Bitcoin again. I'm in the Bitcoin embassy in Tel Aviv. All right, I hate this light. So let's start off with the news here. What do we got in the news? Well, first of all, when I walked in here today, people were shouting, one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, because they know not to value your wealth in fiat. Someone in the chat said, welcome to Zion. Well, dude, I have been in the land of Zion here, in the land of milk and honey for 2 months. This day I'm leaving. I'm going to the airport soon, baby. Taking the train to the airport. Yeah. Someone, Taval Dakra says, don't you get worried your wealth can get wiped out? No, not at all. That's the whole point of this show, dude. Dude, you're okay, Taval. I wonder about sometimes interesting questions. No, man, I value my wealth in Bitcoin. Wiped out. What's going to happen? You believe in that quantum FUD or the Hashrate FUD? We're going to talk about that Hashrate FUD in a second. But you did, Taval, I give you credit. You typed in Bitcoin Meister, and obviously that got my attention. That's how I see you in the chat. All right, let's get what I had to talk about today that I prepared 10 minutes ago. Oh, you gotta love the live stuff. Hopefully when I'm back in Baltimore, we'll be doing all live again. Looks like YouTube made this easy again. Keep your fingers crossed that they keep it this easy like they used to. You never know with these dudes. But the one thing you do know is to pound that freaking like button. Okay, now, OPSEC Classified sent $2 last time at the end. He said, great job keeping us pumped, my friend. OPSEC, great job being a loyal watcher of the show. You rock, dude, and thank you for the support. So, altcoins, everyone, look how the space changes, how the mood can change. It was altcoin season last week. Now the altcoins are getting destroyed at a faster rate than Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin dominance is going up again. It's hilarious. But the funny thing is again, it's all cyclical. Everything will go up again. And then altcoins, they got bashed so bad just now, they're going to go up faster than Bitcoin. So it's going to look like it's altcoin season again. So get ready for the altcoin fans. Get ready for those altcoin fans to get their pumpage on. So yeah, these are my running glasses. Do I look? They're absolutely ridiculous, aren't they? They give these to you when you get your eye surgery. They do the laser eye surgery, so afterwards you can walk around. They gave this to my dad after they did eye surgery on him, and then he didn't need it anymore. So I was like, yeah, these are going to be my running glasses. They're great. I mean, they keep it really dark. I mean, you could run in Australia with these babies on. And guess what? I will be running in Australia on starting August the 17th. I will be in Sydney, August 17th to 24th, and then Adelaide for a month after that. Oh yeah, I'll be protecting this precious skin with hopefully natural sunscreen remedies. But the sun gets so bad down there, I can't take it, man. I'm gonna have to use the unnatural ones. Hasbro Cook is in the house. I'll be hanging with him. Oh my God. He says, could the Bitcoin dump just be the S-coiner capitulation into fiat? I'm gonna talk about this in a second. Why ask why? Why? I mean, we've been through it before. Who knows the reason why? The S-coiners have been capitulating into Bitcoin. So you're saying now they're taking the next step. Now they're taking the next step. Maybe it is. I try not to worry too much. Can't wait to see you, Haspel Cook says. Dude, I can't wait to see you, dude. We got to go over what exactly the plans are, man. But I'll leave it all up to you. You don't have to just surprise me when I get there, man. I know the certain days we got to hang, that there's some bigger things, and Andrea is there. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be. I mean, you'll be on the show. Oh man, I am pumped. All right, so you're doing the correct thing. You're typing in. You're typing in the Bitcoin Meister name, as a few people are doing. So Taval says, have you ever thought about going to Egypt as it is close? No, I would never go to Egypt. Pound that like button. Oh man, that's like asking me if I'd ever go to Germany. No, pound that like button. All right. So let's see what else. I mean, Egypt's it's a godforsaken, horrible place. Who would want to go to that third world country? My Lord, they all try to go. When the illegal Africans don't try to go to Egypt, they try to go to Israel. It would be a civilized country. Yeah? All right. So let's move on here. But by the way, I was comparing Egypt and Germany. Germany is civilized. It just have a bad history with that. I was comparing the historical aspects of the countries, their treatment of the people of my religion. All right. So what do we have here? So much stuff here. I'm just making this a totally social show, right? Like, I mean, I'm not even hardly talking about Bitcoin here, dude. Wow, I'm gonna get on the plane soon. So yeah, altcoins were destroyed. What else do we have here? The day will. This is a quote. Oh, this is good. The day will eventually come where people realize that the easiest way to protect your wealth from radical monetary policy is with Bitcoin. There doesn't need to be 8 different ways like this article states. Keep it simple with Bitcoin. All right, now this guy, BTC over fiat, he tweeted out an article from Forbes that talks about like 8 different ways to avoid Elizabeth Warren, if Elizabeth Warren becomes president, to avoid her insanity. 8 different ways: buy land, buy farmland, all this ridiculous stuff. You don't need 8 different ways. There's one way to avoid these sociopathic leaders that try to come up with these crazy monetary schemes. She wants to do the wealth tax. Bernie wants to do a bigger wealth tax. And just own Bitcoin. That's the easy solution there. By the way, I was on the Matt Brown show. It's a podcast show. He also puts it on the YouTube. I will link to it below once the show is done. It's already, if you go to disruptmeister.com, it's there if you want to check it out right this second for some unknown reason. All right, but Matt Brown is in South Africa, in Johannesburg. He hosted an event that I was at last year, and I was on the show then. He's a good guy. He's trying to spread. He's a marketer type of guy. He's a good guy. He's trying to spread the word down there. And so I was on the show recently, and it's live now. I had no idea it was live until like a few minutes ago. Yeah. All right. So what else do we have here? Yeah, I'm not really thinking about the price today at all. I'm trying to get on a plane to the United States for Rosh Hashanah, baby. And that's what I recommend to people. If you start getting fiat crazy, worrying about the price, like Taval says, oh, do you think it all could go to zero? Whatever the heck he said. You need to get out and just like get into the real world and not really worry about this type of stuff, because there's a lot of real stuff going on. We've been through this before. I mean, watch yesterday's show if you need one of those jabs in the side to get your hand strong or whatever, to know that, we've been through this 1,000 times and we're going to be through it a lot more times. Now, there are people asking why, although I say, why ask why? Try Bud Dry. Pound that like button. No, I'm saying, why ask why? And what are we saying? Yes. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday in the Why Ask Why category was the United States. There were hearings. There were congressional hearings for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrency, for Facebook, Libra, all that stuff. As you can see, I paid no attention to it because I don't even know what Maxine Waters and the gang had to ask. But we've been through this before. For those of you who want to ask why, every time we've had these hearings in the past, it goes down. So, hey, there's an excuse you can make. There also, CoinDesk has an article about in 30 minutes after the margin calls at BitMEX, that there was a margin call at BitMEX, and 30 minutes, the price went down by 1,000. Okay, great. That's what traders, you know, you do crazy things. You panic sell. You have that's why you don't trade, people. So I guess a lot of traders lost some money. Oh, well, the Bitcoin fiat price went down. Still, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. Pound that like button. So for me, I'm like, what the heck? Too bad, you traders. But we don't need a why. We don't need a why. I think people want a scapegoat. Dude, it's so unhealthy to have a scapegoat. They want to blame someone. There's no one to blame. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. Move on. And when you look for reasons, okay, this is a problem here. And I linked to an article about the hearing. If you care about the hearing, you can read about the hearing, I guess. That sounds like if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Anyway, so where am I? And no, the issue is when you're looking for answers, when you're desperately why was it happening? Then there are going to be nefarious sources out there that are going to give you answers, that are going to come up with fake answers. Now, and I actually saw someone put a fake answer out there. Everyone's familiar. There's someone called Fake Toshi out there. So some people who like the FUD Bitcoin say, well, maybe Fake Toshi sold his Bitcoin. There you go. So when you ask for answers like that, when you're so curious about answers to something that's just cyclical, something that we've been through a lot of times, that doesn't need an answer. It does not need an answer. It just is. Bitcoin is volatile. Welcome to the game, newbie. If you want an answer, you're going to end up believing people like Fake Toshi and think he has Bitcoin that he's going to crash the market with. One of the biggest nonsensical FUDs out there. All right. Hasbakuk said, if you want to see intellectual capital and energy on display, point the listeners into watching Baltic Honey Badger. All your worries will go away. Well, dude, lots of the people that watch this, not everyone, but there are a lot of people who watch my shows and watch shows like this. They don't have the patience to watch that Baltic Honey Badger thing. I mean, what is that thing, like 9 hours long or something like that? But you were right. There are some smart people there. And Hass, I've talked about it, and I've linked to some of the shorter versions of the video. But yes, dude, Hass, you know what's going on. All right, dudes, if you got questions, the show is going to end real soon. So type in Bitcoin Meister if you want to get them in. And NC Tar Heel, you're like, what are you doing? You're censoring yourself there. You're getting rid of your messages. All right, dudes. What else do we have? Let's see. Cointelegraph. Oh, and you guys can do super chat if you want to get my attention. But Bitcoin Meister is the best way. The cheapest way. Pound that like button. Now, what's Coin Cards. Coin Cards is a dude out in Vancouver. I met him when I was in Calgary. He's got a product up there. Free range is the perfect solution for Bitcoiners looking to separate their personal phone number from their Bitcoin services, from their Bitcoin services. Oh man, I need to go to sleep. But I will watch of course I'll watch a movie on the plane tonight, but I'll also sleep. You know, when the movies are free, you got to watch them. I would never pay to go to a movie theater. Pound that like button for the last time Adam was in a movie theater and paid for it. He does not remember when that was. Now, again, I save money. Thus, I get to travel around. Haven't gone to a movie in 10 years. Get to fly on flights going around the world. Now, pound that like button, deferral gratification. Now, Coin Cards. So, yeah, private second line with your Bitcoin. Now, I wouldn't use my Bitcoin to buy this private second line, but it is good to have a private second line on your phone if you have a phone so that you could just do Bitcoin business on it and no one will ever know that private second line phone number. Of course, I don't even have a phone, and I would never store Bitcoin on my phone or have a phone do anything with my Bitcoin. But some people do, and Mike out in Vancouver, Coin Cards, they're linked to below if you want to see what that product is all about. The Bitcoin ATM is downstairs. There's a Bitcoin ATM that's downstairs. And the guys who own it had to come in and remove the cash from it. Oh my God, it was like the NSA came in here. They kicked everybody out. They drew the curtains. I mean, I guess it's some proprietary information. I don't know what's going on there, okay? We had to leave the embassy for like 5 minutes. This Bitcoin ATM stuff, I had never seen how hardcore it can get there. So that's a little bit of information for you. They really care about security, the dudes that are running that Bitcoin ATM. It's not like anyone was going to jack them or anything like that for the cash. I think they didn't want anyone to see the behind the scenes, whatever the heck they got going on in there. So that's a real life story I just saw. Tone Vase has a tweet out there. Reading this from thread from the top makes it clear that the Bitcoin hash rate did not drop 30% or 40% or whatever. It was most likely a reporting issue. Yes, Tone, the media needs a clickbait story. They saw that there was a little blip there. I linked to a Nick Carter tweet that also explains this situation. It was totally fake news. The media jumped on it. They needed a big clickbait story, 40% hash rate drop. The funny thing is the FUDsters in the future, the FUDsters of the future will be scaring away people saying, well, there could be a 40% hash rate drop like there was. Remember when that happened? No, we don't remember when it happened because it didn't really happen. Just a lot of people wrote about it. All right, speaking of Australia, Bitcoin to the Moon, who is in Australia, an awesome dude. I wear his shirts. Hey, Adam, a.k.a. Bitcoin Meister, looking forward to seeing you in Australia. Like button pounded. Thank you, dude. And again, I know you're not in Sydney. You don't have to go out of your way, dude. But if you go out of your way, it'll be great to meet you. And again, I'll be in Adelaide. I know you're not in Adelaide either. A month after starting October 24th. So I'm pumped about travel, clearly. And I don't know, after Thanksgiving, I don't know where I'm going to next. So, hey, if you got suggestions, I might go to Tucson again. I might go to San Juan again. And who knows? I've been thinking about different things. I do want to stick in Baltimore a little bit after Thanksgiving because my father's yurt site will be coming up. It'll be the first yurt site of my father. And so I want to be there for that. Although you can do the yurt site, you can say the prayers wherever. I like to be there with my family. All right, so what else do we have here? We talked about fake news. All right, going once, twice, three times, dudes. If you have any questions, this will be the last time you ask me questions from Israel, at least. You'll be asking me questions, hopefully, from Baltimore, from Australia. But I will return to Israel in 2020. This last time in Israel in 2019, most likely. All right, dudes. All right. That is it. Brian, the UK Bitcoin Master, just pumped in there. They're actually having a meeting downstairs right now. They're going over how blockchain week went here. These people are so much in motion here in Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv people, Bitcoin Embassy people, I want to thank you for a great time. Every Sunday I've been here. I want to thank everybody in Tel Aviv. You guys are awesome. Long live the state of Israel. Long live the Tel Aviv Bitcoin Embassy. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the links below. Pound that like button. Bang that bell button. Get shirts. Look at this. I'll be wearing this thing on the plane. Well, I'm going to have I'll have my jacket over it because it gets cold in the plane. I will say hi to all you guys in the chat after this. And yeah, I'm pumped. You should be pumped to be alive, dudes. Don't worry about that fiat thing. Take it from me, man. 1 Bitcoin equals 1. Does anyone want to see my pants? What they actually, what my shoes look like? Running all the time. All right. I'm ending this. See ya.